Listen, fellas, what I'm about to tell you might sting a little. Actually, scratch that. It's going to punch you in the face, drag you by your collar, and force you to look at something you've been avoiding your entire life. Because I've dated over 100 women, and through all those highs, all those late-night talks, those smiles that felt real, and those silences that felt even more real, I finally figured it out. Women aren't loyal to men. They're loyal to a feeling. And if you don't know what that feeling is, if you think it's safety or comfort or consistency, I swear to you, you will keep losing her over and over again. You'll keep watching her fall out of love while you're still trying to figure out what you did wrong. And if this already feels uncomfortable, good. That means you're still alive. That means you haven't gone completely numb yet. Let's go back to the beginning. When I was younger, I thought I knew the game. I thought, okay, be nice, be respectful. Don't play games, show up, text first, compliment her, be the man she says she wants. So I did, and I got ghosted, ignored, used, lied to. I watched women I treated like queens leave me for men who couldn't even spell respect. And every time I told myself the same lie. Maybe I'm just not enough yet. Maybe I need to try harder. So I did. I'd try harder. I'd pick her up, pay for everything, compliment her shoes, listen to her vent for hours, drop my boundaries, sacrifice my time, my sleep, my own damn dignity, just to make her feel special. And guess what? She left anyway. And not just once. This happened again and again and again until I started asking myself a terrifying question. What if this isn't about effort at all? What if the very thing I was doing to make her stay was actually the thing that made her leave? That thought cracked something in me. So I started doing something most men don't do. I stopped trying to be right and started watching what actually works. I began dating without expectation, observing, not chasing, noticing patterns instead of making excuses. And that's when it hit me. They're not loyal to your kindness, your consistency, your heart. They're loyal to how you make them feel. And not just any feeling, it's the chase, the mystery, the unpredictability, the emotional roller coaster that feels like life to her nervous system. See, women, whether they admit it or not, are wired to crave uncertainty. Not because they're broken, not because they're evil, but because uncertainty triggers excitement. That rush of not knowing where things are going, it feels like attraction to them. It's biology, it's psychology, and it's brutal. I'll give you an example. I once dated this woman. Let's call her Maya. Beautiful, smart, independent. The kind of woman who makes you think, yeah, this one's different. So I treated her like gold. Texted every morning. Listened when she was stressed. Took her out every weekend. Flowers, compliments, the works. 3 weeks later, she said, "You're amazing, but something's missing." Something? You mean the anxiety of not knowing where you stood? The thrill of wondering if I'd call? The fire that only burns when you're not sure you fully got someone? That's the something she was missing. So the next time, I did something different. I didn't always text first. I kept some of my life private. I didn't cancel plans for her. I included her if it made sense. And suddenly, she was the one chasing, asking, "Where do I stand with you?" Calling me at midnight, wondering who else had my attention. Same guy, same heart, different energy. That's when it all became clear. Women don't want cruelty, but they do crave danger. Not physical danger, emotional danger. The thrill of not being in control. They're addicted to the feeling of winning you over and terrified the moment they feel like they already have you. It's twisted, but it's real. And here's the worst part. Most good guys never figure this out because the world keeps lying to them, telling them, just be nice and patient and she'll come around. But no, man, she won't, because niceness isn't attractive. Kindness with boundaries is. Confidence without attachment is. Presence without neediness is. You can be a good man. You should be a good man. But don't you dare confuse that with being available 24/7, dropping your spine every time she gives you a little affection, or turning into a puppy just because she smiled at you. That's not love. That's performance, and she can smell it from a mile away. So what do? You become the chase. You become the man who knows who he is, with or without her. You text back when you feel like it. You cancel plans, not to be rude, but because you actually have a life. You keep your cards close. You make her earn your time. You don't answer every "what are we?" with a spreadsheet of your emotions. You smile, you enjoy, you connect. But you don't beg. You don't over-explain. You don't try to fix her doubts. You let her feel them, because that is what keeps her loyal. Not your gifts, not your loyalty, not your good morning texts every day like clockwork. It's the feeling of earning you, of never fully having you, of being kept on her toes around you, because your self-worth isn't wrapped up in her attention. You want loyalty? Be the storm she can't predict. Be the fire she keeps trying to tame, even though part of her hopes she never can. I know. It sounds harsh. It sounds like a game. But here's the truth. Love was never supposed to be a guarantee. It's not a subscription. It's not a reward for good behavior. It's a pull, a gravity, a madness, a mystery. When she feels that with you, she'll stick around. She won't even know why. She'll just feel drawn to the space you hold, to the unpredictability you offer, to the challenge you represent. And the second she feels like she's got you fully, the second she feels like there's nothing left to explore in you, she's already halfway gone. You don't have to become a jerk. You don't have to manipulate. You just have to stop giving your soul away to people who didn't earn it. Stop being loyal before she's even invested. Stop showing all your cards and then wondering why she stopped playing. I spent years thinking something was wrong with me, that I wasn't good enough, that I had to earn her love harder. Nah, man, you have to hold your frame, because she's not testing you to hurt you. She's testing you to see if you'll lose yourself for her, and if you do, game over. You don't need to chase anyone to be worthy. You don't need to beg to be seen. You don't need to keep proving yourself to someone who's already decided to look away. Because the moment you start betraying your own peace just to keep someone else interested, you've already lost something far more valuable than their attention. You've lost yourself. You can't build love on desperation. You can't earn loyalty by being endlessly available. You can't convince someone to feel something they don't. And no matter how good your heart is, it won't matter to someone who only values the thrill of the chase. You're not hard to love. You are just trying to give love to someone who only knows how to crave chaos. So let me leave you with this. Loyalty is real, but it doesn't go to the man who gives the most. It goes to the man who makes her feel the most unsure, the most challenged, the most emotionally alive. You can hate that truth, or you can use it. Either way, stop begging. Stop texting her again and again, hoping for a response that'll fix your self-esteem. That silence you're getting, that's your answer. Now ask yourself, are you going to keep chasing, or are you going to become the man she wants to chase? Because once you flip that script, everything changes. Not just in dating, but in how you carry yourself, how you walk, how you speak, how you breathe. You stop being desperate, you stop being predictable, and you start being unforgettable. So yeah, I dated 100 women, but what I really learned? If you want loyalty, stop being available. Be the man she wants, not the man who keeps asking what he did wrong.